Hello everyone, it's Corn Doggisha here. I am doing a quick speed build for a new challenge that I have started. I was inspired to do a landlord type challenge. So I have a sim and she is going to try earning all of her income purely from running and owning an apartment complex. So that's the build that we're doing today together. I kind of was inspired for some of the apartments that I've seen around me. As someone who does a lot of apartment living, um, I kind of wanted to make something a little bit nicer, but and kind of take the style away from everything that I've seen around me. Do something that kind of made it look like it was a more modern apartment build, maybe not like top notch, top of the line, but something that was built within the recent years. And so that's where we have and what we're doing here. I'm excited to do this. Once I started actually playing, that's all that I wanted to do. Even as I was building this, I was like, oh, okay, I just want to immediately go and play. And I'm sorry to have been missing in action the past couple weeks. I have been sick, so sorry if I still kind of sound sick. But I'm feeling much better, so hopefully I can be able to sit down and edit videos and be able to come back and do this the way that I want to. So with the siding, I was really tempted to use what came with the new pack. And it took me a second to kind of figure out exactly what I wanted to do. I don't keep this brown, but I knew that I wanted it to be a little bit darker instead of just pure white, just because that made more sense in my mind. And I was hoping maybe for more of like a tannish brown or something in between dark and too light white. But they didn't really have what my brain was picturing, so that kind of threw me off. So I built this as a fourplex, and so each apartment in my mind is going to have 2 bedrooms and 1 bathroom. If I can squeeze another bathroom in there, I will do that too. But for right now, as I built it, the layout only supported one like nicely sized one instead of having like an ensuite in one of the bedrooms. But we'll experiment a little bit more as the challenge goes on to see what we can and can't fit. I also wanted to make sure that there was a storage type area. I guess I was going for a little bit more realism here because you don't necessarily need storage in The Sims. But you see them quite frequently, at least if you have a semi decent apartment complex. You'll have a nice storage off your balcony, off your patio, or something, even if it's just a really small space. But I thought that that would be a good space for my sim living in one of the apartments because she's going to live in one of the apartments. If she wanted to take up painting or handiness, something where we can just kind of put that out of the way of the main apartment space, but still have it on the land, if that makes sense. And then also put things like the storage box or something, and like maybe even we can stick laundry in there. I don't know. We'll see. I'm excited to see what all we are able to do with this building. And again, I wanted it kind of to look somewhat newish and a newer building. So that's why I was going with the new pack. Also, I'm just a sucker for the craftsman style type home. So maybe that's more of what I was thinking. I wanted to have craftsman meet apartment. So that was kind of the thought behind that. And then I kind of just saw the white. I didn't really like any of the other color options, funnily enough, even though I went into this saying like, oh, I don't want to do white, I want to do something different. But it just appealed to me. And then I ended up coming upon the seasons paper and I decided to go with that. I thought that the gray complemented the white really nicely, and it did get me that dark tone that I was looking for while also not being what I typically do because I wanted to go a little bit outside my comfort zone, but also have it be something that I loved. And near the end, too, I started thinking about trying to make it a little more affordable for my sim because she started out just like everyone else with 20 simoleons. I didn't want to give her more because, again, I'm trying to challenge myself with this. So that's why I didn't increase or give her a money cheat or anything. And that quickly became a lot more challenging than I had anticipated it to be. So going to a cheaper wallpaper ended up being a smart decision. Same with fences, same with everything. And what comes in the seasons pack is just a little bit less expensive than what is in the new growing together pack. And it ended up all working and fitting together well too, which is nice because I want it to be affordable, but I didn't want it to look like it was coming out of nowhere. So it ended up working pretty well, at least the exterior. And as long as I can make the exterior look nice, for now, I'm going to be a little bit happier than if it looked really, really messy from the outside. It would make me sad if it looked that way. The inside can look terrible, because only Raya will know what that looks like. But she also wants Sims to want to live here, so she's gonna try to make it as appealing as she can for now. Again, getting to the inside, that's when I started to struggle and kind of realized that, oh, this budget of 20,000 simoleons isn't going to last me very long. How can I stretch this the best way? And I wanted to get the general layout best, so even if I couldn't completely furnish it in what my mind would look like, I wanted to make sure that the space complemented it the best way we can and go from there. Because as long as we have the room to grow it into the vision that I have, will be a-okay. Everything will work out for us. Also, I can't believe that seat is one of the cheapest options in the game. Maybe I'll have to go and switch that out, because maybe once all the pieces are together, it's not that cheap. I didn't think that through until just now as I'm recording this, so I might have to go switch out my couch, and maybe doing that will give me a bit more money to spend elsewhere. But it looked nice, and I'm a sucker for things looking nice, as I've stated. I also knew that I wanted to have this one apartment set up for me to live comfortably, my sim, Raya, and at least one roommate, so we can get started on the challenge and start getting some money from them. I have no idea how much they cover, your roommates, if they help out that much, so it will be interesting to see if they're able to help me cover the bills once they come around. But we at least have the space to get one more roommate in there, and for us to fit comfortably as well. I start going through here pretty soon and switching out some of the things just so I can afford more things in the apartment, so to make it more functional so my sim doesn't have to suffer too much at the beginning. And it ended up looking better anyway. Again, I hate to use all of the same pack repeatedly, but the seasons windows with the seasons wallpaper, I mean, they were built together for a reason, right? So let's put them together. I also really like the fact that these other apartments upstairs have a balcony. I'm kind of jealous of that, so I might need to move upstairs once I get a little bit more built there and live in one of those, because having a little balcony would be nice. At the same time, as far as the Sims go, it is kind of nice just to be able to just go straight out and go fishing in the morning, because my sim is doing a lot of fishing to help her afford living right now. But we are nearing the end. You see that I just keep deleting stuff so I can fit something that's functional and try to get it up and running. I wanted a full bathroom able to be up and running, and then a kitchen as well. And we ended up getting that. We got the 2 beds, we got a fully functional kitchen, and a fully functional bathroom. So I can get in, start playing, and have some fun. And I hope that you guys watch. The video will be posted soon, so come join me and watch me suffer, because there's going to be a lot of that going around.